What's everyone's favourite Christmas film, by the way? Quick round.
Right, I'm going to be controversial, and I'm
Go
going to
on.
just
Don't
go
say Die
straight on.
Hard.
Yes, I was going to
Is
say
it?
It's a good one.
Come on, it is a
I knew
Christmas
it.
movie.
You knew
It is a good
That's
one.
the point, actually. Has any of you ever had like any Christmas gifts off clients before? Is that a thing?
Yeah, I do. I get quite a lot of stuff actually.
Check you out. Check you,
Yeah.
Mrs. Popular over here. What am I doing wrong then? If Christmas Day's on a Wednesday, then you're probably going to be working up till the Tuesday most of the time, the Christmas Eve, and most.
Yeah,
but
the gap's getting shorter, I find, isn't it? It's kind of expected to work on Christmas Eve now. I find December actually very hard to predict as to how busy we'll be. Some of our regulars and things might not have that usual surplus income to spend on their treatments because they're preparing for, big family Christmas.
So, ho, 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 and welcome back. We've got the merry band back together again. I always love it when the three of us are back in the same virtual room. And it tends, this is becoming a bit of an annual tradition, I think now, isn't it? I don't know how long it's been since I've last seen you both, but it feels like
it's quite a while, isn't it?
I'm
was a
pretty
while.
sure it was a year ago that it was all of us together.
Yeah,
I
it
think we
feels
did
like
Christmas
it's been
edition last time.
good year, yeah.
Really? Oh my
Yeah.
goodness.
We're getting
Merry
to watch
Christmas,
us.
everyone.
Crazy. Merry Christmas. Got my
Look at
baubles
that.
on.
You've got your baubles. Just a disclaimer for everyone. The camera's following me all around the room, but I do have my festive jumper on. I got it out, especially for
Very nice.
our
That
festive
is
edition.
lovely.
I do have another one, but I didn't think it was suitable because it had like baubles that look like breasts, basically.
Oh.
I think it's my wife's. So yeah, I thought better not wear that one today.
No, maybe not for you.
No, but I do wear it on Christmas Day normally.
I would have enjoyed it.
So
Yeah.
it's family friendly. The baubles are just positioned in
that
Oh,
place.
that's fine. They're
in-
like pom-pom nipples.
Well, they're just like baubles, but they're suggestive baubles, is what I would say. Okay.
Off to a great start.
Moving on.
aye.
Moving on.
Have we all got our eggnog or whatever else?
Yeah. I'm on the Baileys already.
Festive
Yeah.
tipple, yeah, I
I'm
thought so.
disorganised. I've only got my glass of water, which I now realise I've messed up. I haven't got my cup of tea as usual.
Well, yeah, you got your coffee machine behind you. I'm sure you can just reach over and bag that on at some point. So we're here for our festive edition, which is always good fun because this time of year there's lots going on. For anyone listening that's not sure who on earth is in this room with me right now, we've got Claire King. Claire, nice to see you.
Hi.
With your sparkly baubles, I love it. And Kate Brown.
Hello.
So yeah, we're the original trio, I like to think, as that.
Yes.
Yeah.
We are,
I mean, this has
indeed.
been
The
quite a few
OGs.
years now, hasn't it?
I'd love to know how long it's actually been since the very first.
I feel it was lockdown.
God.
It was definitely COVID related, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. It was, yeah.
So what, 5 years?
2021. Oh,
Maybe
God.
not
Is it?
quite, but I think I reckon it's
4
4
years?
because I think it was just after. Yeah.
So basically, I've had 2 children in the time that this is.
Yes,
this has started.
exactly.
Right, that is scary. That is madness. Right. So anyway, well, to make us all feel old, and anyone listening feel old, because we've all been with you for so long now. It's like one big happy family, isn't it? Which is what this was meant to be when we first started it, wasn't it?
Indeed,
so
yes.
We're still here. We've still got riveting things to talk about in the world of the massage and physical therapist land. So today we've got a festive special. Christmas is upon us, and the weather's dropping, it's getting colder, it's getting cozier, I like to think, this time of year. And it is a bit of a change for therapists, I think, this time of year. Some for the good, some for the bad. So I'm just gonna get us straight off here with what is it like for you this time of year? So Claire, do you want to start us up? How do you find this period in hands-on therapy, sort of?
Generally, I find that it gets quite busy, as I'm probably sure it does for most of us, right? So I feel like towards Christmas, people are trying to get like their treatments in. So I generally find that it kind of really ramps up, which is a good thing, you know. I would say it's probably quite a busy period for me.
Is that the same for
From
you,
now.
Kate?
I'd say it's actually quite variable. So I find there's like the balance of people wanting their treatments before Christmas, and getting organised, but also people are saving money to spend on Christmas. And
Yeah.
so some of our regulars and things might not have that usual surplus income to spend on their treatments because they're preparing for, big family Christmas. So there is definitely, I find December actually very hard to predict as to how busy we'll be. Um, but there is that sort of condensing effect as well, because most of us are taking some version of time off over December and
Yeah.
January. So it's kind of trying to get people into, less appointments effectively. So it's I find it an odd month every year. It's never quite the same.
I think that's it, and I think obviously as therapists, and if this is our sole job and the putting the bread on the table kind of thing, we want to be working and busy right up to the day that we stop and take time off over Christmas. Um, for me, I mean, obviously everyone knows I work on a canal boat. Now that has its challenges this time of year because it's colder. Now, obviously, the fire's on. It's got central heating. It's a double-edged sword because it puts some people off because they think, oh, I don't want to be going to it's
Yeah.
we've just had
Yeah.
Storm Claudia or whatever it was. That's just I don't know how bad that was near you, but it's been ripping trees down near me.
Yeah.
Um, so that's obviously going to put people off. The cold, the wet, the ice on the roads.
Yeah.
Um, that ultimately will put people off. And then there's the other, as you said, saving money for Christmas. There'll be that thought in a lot of people's minds of, oh, do I do without my treatment this month? Because, that's an
Mhm.
extra
Mhm.
however much towards presents for the kids or
Yeah.
whatever it might be. It's always an expensive time of year, isn't it?
Yeah.
Um,
And a time resource as well, because everyone's got, different Christmas socials going on, Christmas shopping
Yeah.
around your
Yeah.
usual work commitments. So there's that sort
Yeah.
of time element too, I think that comes into play.
so there's
I
probably a
would
lot of
say
people
as
listening.
sorry,
Sorry, I
I
was just
would
going to say,
say as well, there are like, going back to Kate saying it can be unpredictable. I would say for me, like cancellations go up a little bit,
oh,
you know,
100%.
yeah, around
100%.
this time of year. So although it might kind of seem quite busy, then suddenly I might get a week where people are like, oh, I can't, I've got a kids thing, or I've got this or that, or,
Yeah,
so
the
it
school
is,
the
it
school
is,
Yeah.
it
nativity
is changeable.
the school nativity has just been announced and they've only just
Yeah.
let parents
And
know all that
illness as
stuff.
well, a
Yeah,
load of illness as well.
yeah,
So yeah,
definitely.
yeah,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
would say this time of year, if you've not anyone listening, if you've not already got a robust cancellation policy in place, because I
absolutely.
see the comments on the Facebook page all the time about,
Yes.
oh, I don't know how to tackle this. It's a regular client, they've
Mm,
never really done
mm,
this before, blah blah blah.
yeah,
I think it just needs to be if you don't have something that's in your booking system that takes it away the onus off you, which is
Mm.
the way I like to do it, just so it's almost automated, so it doesn't feel personal. It just
yeah,
says oh sorry, you've been charged. If you
yeah,
cancel late.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yep,
Um, then if you're a bit more old school, maybe takes bookings just via emails that come in, maybe or text. As many therapists listening probably still do that. Maybe send out a blanket message over this period
yeah.
to
A
all your
reminder is
clients.
always
Just a
good.
gentle reminder,
Mm.
just
Yeah.
saying
Yeah,
the festive period is upon us. Um, I understand that it's a very busy period. For me also. If you need to cancel a session, please give 48 hours notice minimum or whatever you want to
yeah,
set that as.
yeah,
Or I will have to charge because it's that time of year where I'll struggle to, without plenty of notice, to get someone else in through the door. Just to make them
yeah,
realise that, this time of year is important to you as a therapist financially as well.
yeah.
Because
Because it can
people
be
do forget
huge
that.
chunks of money as well, can't it?
It can
Like
be
you have
huge chunks.
Yes.
three,
Of
four
course.
people cancel, you're like suddenly like, oh my goodness, that is a lot of cash,
Of course, and when people cancel, I don't think they think
No.
oh, but then they're missing out on that, and I've done it really short notice. They don't. They just think, oh, this school play's just been announced, or blah blah blah. So just send a nice festive email out to all your
Yeah.
clients and just
Yeah.
say,
Yeah.
just
Absolutely.
gently
Yeah.
remind, and maybe even if you have got a booking system that does it and they know anyway, just it's a nice touch, isn't it? Just maybe to
Yeah. And
remind.
also it safeguards yourself. So if you've put it in your monthly newsletter and then 2 weeks in somebody, you have a little bit of that, sometimes that awkwardness, you can say, well, it's clearly on my website. And also I've just reminded everybody in my newsletter, it's always
Yeah.
good to have things because, people
Yeah.
don't read stuff but it's just always good to have to cover all bases basically.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
that transparency is really important. And so the more, as you said, the more you can get it out there through different platforms,
Yeah.
whether that's, your social media, your newsletters, your website, and even adding it as an extra thing to the bottom of your emails as part of your signature, a friendly reminder of our cancellation policy, things like that. I think it really helps people. And again, when that tension arises, which it often does, I often find there's pushback.
Mm.
Even though it's all out there, then it's much easier to say, I'm so sorry, but it is mentioned
Yeah.
here, 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 and here, and it's
Yeah.
in place for a reason. So yeah, I think cover as many bases as you can, and then there's less chance for sort of pushback.
Yeah, we don't
Yeah.
want any hard feelings over this happy festive
Bad
time, do we? Do you
tidings.
know
No
what I
bad
mean? No
No
bad
bad
tidings.
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 No,
Exactly.
no, we don't want big lumps of coal delivered to us on Christmas Day, do we?
It's competition time. So we want to give you a free premium full round bolster and it's worth £22 and we're going to give this to one lucky viewer. All you need to do is like this video, subscribe to the channel and leave a comment below. Have you learned something from this episode? Or have you any thoughts or insights from the discussion? We'd love to hear your thoughts and key takeaways. Share them in the comments and we'll randomly pick just one of the comments and we'll get in touch with the winner and send you that premium full round bolster, and it's that easy. So get liking, get subscribing and get commenting. Good luck, enjoy the rest of the episode.
That's a point, actually. Has any of you ever had like any Christmas gifts off clients before? Is that a thing?
Yeah, I
Yeah?
do.
I
I've
guess it
got quite a
depends on
few
your
clients
clientele, does it?
that,
Yeah.
that bring me in like cakes and biscuits or flowers or I get quite a lot of stuff actually.
Oh,
Check you out. Check
nice.
you,
Yeah.
Mrs. Popular over here. What am I doing wrong then? Right, I need to up my game.
Well,
But no, I like this time of year. I'm like, I'm working on the boat today. I get there, I'm going to put the fire on, and even things like using different oils and scents that feel a bit more festive as well.
yeah,
In my
yeah.
diffuser, I can put some sort of orange, nice sort of I don't know. I've not decided what I'm going to stick in there yet. But like just like
Frankincense,
Yeah.
myrrh,
yeah, yeah,
orange.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, like the spiced orange. I don't know what you guys use, but I use the liquid wax stuff, the songbird stuff, and
Yeah,
they do like
Yeah.
a really
yeah.
nice sort of scent, like spiced orange kind of
Yes,
scent.
yes,
That's a
I've
nice
smelt that. It's
festive one.
nice.
Quite nice this time of year as
Yeah,
well.
yeah.
So little things like that, I think, just to sort of
Yeah, it's nice to have the options to sort of change it up, isn't it? Personally, I know this is controversial. I don't really like the kind of Christmas smells. I find them a bit sickly sweet. And
Yeah.
so I would definitely want to be like offered the option. So not just assume that
yeah.
everything wants to
No,
be Christmas, Christmas,
totally.
Christmas. But
Totally.
yeah, although like I love gingerbread and, stuff like that, but I wouldn't want sort of like cinnamon
The
and
room to
ginger
smell of it.
necessarily on my body. I
Yeah.
prefer different scents on my body. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's an interesting one, but just to still kind of maintain checking with your client that that's something that
Yes.
suits them.
Well, just having the options there is just a nice
Yeah,
touch, isn't it? So when they come, you
Yeah.
can sort of say, "Oh, what we're feeling today." I've got this sort of festive blend. If you want, or we've got lavender, or whatever it is that you fancy. And then, like you say, it's their choice, isn't it? But
Yeah.
it leaves that nice feeling to the client as well, because it's like, oh, this is nice. I'm getting to choose my scent for the time of year, and obviously it's heated blanket time of year as well, which I really
Oh,
like.
it's heated blanket
I love the
time.
heated blanket. I had a massage last night, and it was on my table with my electric blanket, and it was a good thing to check actually because it only has 3 heat settings, and I usually have it on 2, and it's quite subtle. So I was like, oh, this is good for me to experience my own electric blanket. So I
Yeah.
cranked it up to 3.
Oh,
Had a great
that's
time.
free is good.
Mine goes up to 10.
Oh.
But mine's the Massage Warehouse one.
Yeah.
So yes, yeah. And it goes up to 10. So it's pretty
Yeah.
Well,
yeah,
you know
it's
what? You've
good.
just made a sale for Massage Warehouse.
I know, exactly.
I could do with
Yeah.
upgrading mine, and this is why you're getting all these Christmas presents from your clients, because your
Yes,
heated
yeah.
blanket goes up to 10.
Just the premium heated blanket.
I feel like we're gonna have a Spinal Tap moment where I'm gonna say, well, mine goes up to 11, so I'm gonna
20.
quick music reference there for anyone listening. Yeah, so I think this time of year it can be really busy or it can be really quiet. Now, when do you stop? Do you have a clear stop point? Do you think, right, I'm
Yes.
taking this amount of time off over
Yeah.
Christmas? Because obviously, I mean, there's times when I've worked right up till like the 22nd kind of date, and I'm always at the time I'm getting ready and I'm going out and I'm thinking, oh, I should be finished by now. You know, I know it's
Yeah.
not, it's free, it's still a working day, depending what the day of the week is, and no matter what work job you're in, if Christmas Day's on a Wednesday, then you're probably going to be working up till the Tuesday most of the time, the Christmas Eve, for most,
Yeah,
but
the gap's getting shorter, I find, isn't it? It's kind of expected to work on Christmas Eve now. Whereas
yeah,
I don't know whether that's like a recent shift.
well,
And
it's not a bank holiday, and
no,
it's just a normal
No.
day.
I
Christmas Day is a
know,
normal
but
day,
it's
so
not. It's not.
it
Christmas
doesn't.
Eve
I
is
know
No,
not.
it's
It's
not.
not a normal day.
I think since I've had kids, it's to my mind, I've always happily just work. But I think since I've had kids, that's given me an excuse to really set
To
boundaries
stop, yeah.
of
Well,
when I
that's
want
what
to stop.
That's
I
nice.
mean, historically, I always stopped when the kids finish school.
That's getting
Um,
earlier though. I always find. I don't know what the
Yeah, it
term dates are
depends.
like
It
for near you, but
depends. It depends. But so I normally stop around like the probably 19th or 20th because otherwise I was finding it was just too exhausting. And I'm like, what am I doing this for? Just to exhaust myself and then just be stressed and more tired at Christmas. So I generally give myself 2 full weeks off over Christmas
yeah,
because
Oh, that's really good.
I just feel then I'm ready to go then in January. Like I'm like, right, time to get back. This is great
Yeah, you've
for
had a proper
me.
rest.
Yeah. And I think
it,
if you can, it's a good thing to
I
do.
think I'd like the week before that, to be honest. Do you know, I just because I do other bits and bobs as well, so
Yeah.
just to have them extra few days and just set that kind of, I mean, something around like the 15th, 16th would be quite nice,
I mean,
really.
do it. Do
It just
it.
depends, doesn't it? I mean, it's one of them, or you have it open, and if no one kind of books because it's,
Yes.
then you kind of that's made the decision for you, I suppose, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but you need to be pushing it as much as you need to push it, depending on your circumstances. If you've got
Yeah,
the days
absolutely.
available and you need to work and you want to work, then you want to be pushing it out there on social media, don't you? The whole angle of the de-stress before Christmas and helping
Yeah.
people unwind and relax amongst the
Mm.
chaos of the Christmas shopping
Totally. And
and
it's a great marketing tool. If you do go like closer to Christmas, then, you can say, come and get your last Christmas, pre-Christmas slot. I'm still open. It's a good one if you are doing that.
and anyone maybe that's quiet over that period leading up to Christmas and thinking of ways to get busier, to bring in that extra bit of income before the taking a week or two off. Um, any ideas? I mean, I'm thinking, could you offer, potentially clients an extra 15 minutes as a Christmas gift from
Yeah,
you as the therapist to the client? Is that a nice
totally.
way of maybe drawing? I know you don't have to do that, and you shouldn't have to
No, but I
undersell what you
think that's
do, but.
Yeah, but I think, I mean, I've always said I'd rather give a little bit of extra time, like if that's an option to you as a therapist, than to actually discount your treatments. I always think that's much better. Or even if, I don't know, you've got a little sample of something that you can give them when they leave as well, or just an extra, yeah. But I would also say, yeah, always say, like if you can give an extra 10 minutes, or you'd say, a free head massage at the end or something like that. It's a good tool, definitely.
Yeah, like 75 minutes for the price of 60 minutes, and it's
Yeah,
a Christmas
yeah,
gift to help you de-stress you know, pre
yeah,
running around on Christmas Eve doing all your shopping like I would tend to do.
yeah.
Yeah. Things like that, great idea. I think for me, I do a lot of gift vouchers this time of year.
Yes.
I think it's a bit of a novelty for someone to buy the partner, the family member, the parents, a gift voucher to come on a canal boat and have a treatment. So I find I get an influx of gift vouchers, the virtual e-vouchers that can be bought through my booking system. So I get people buying them up until God midnight on Christmas Eve.
Yes,
I get
same. Yeah, yeah.
notifications coming through
Yeah,
that
yeah.
I wake up on Christmas Day and I'll check my phone and I've got a couple of notifications there, gift voucher bought, and it's funny because it's obviously people that I thought I've forgotten to get a gift for whoever,
Yeah, yeah,
and it's like, well, what a great idea because you can just do it right there and then on your phone, print it out, stick it in the card to give them on the the next
yeah.
morning. Um,
Perfect.
so gift vouchers are a great way because I don't, they're valid for what, maybe 6 months. I don't know what people have theirs set at.
Yeah,
Three
I do
months.
6 months as well. And I would always, I mean, I know we've covered this before, but I would always just say, depending on you, like what your cash flow is like, just keep, maybe keep some money back from the vouchers. If you do get a flurry and you've got 10 vouchers, just remind yourself that that's kind of maybe, one of those voucher values a month into your bank account. Or, do you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
just to make sure that you're, you know, you don't feel hard done by, by the time that you've actually giving the massage.
Yeah, because come May,
Yeah.
when everyone's realised they're about to
Yeah,
expire and they all book in on the
yeah,
final week, you end up it feels like you're working for free all that week. Although you have had the money, but it's
yeah, yeah. It's just something to be mindful of, isn't it? That's all.
I mean, I'll be honest. I've had people buy on gift vouchers and they've never been redeemed.
Yeah,
Yeah, we have a
same.
lot of that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Because they've been just bought hastily at the end of the year, just before Christmas Day, for it could even be for a work colleague or whatever it might be, and then it's a token gesture, and then
yeah,
they've just never used it. I
yep.
always do honour them if they come slightly late, which has been a big topic as well in the past.
Me too. Yeah,
Within reason, if it's 2 years out of date, then obviously that's a bit,
yeah.
Yeah,
but
I almost always
Cheeky, bit
offer an
cheeky.
I think
extension.
so. Yeah, I think I like to be approachable and nice, but I think what would I do as a sort, if I had a gift
Yeah.
voucher that was 2 years out of date, would I expect them to take
No,
it? Do you know what I mean? I would not. I
absolutely not.
wouldn't.
Yeah, no, agreed. Yeah,
Um, but I'm all for bringing new clients in, and I always think, well, that's a month out of date, but then they come and really enjoy it, and then they're gonna come again and again and again,
yeah,
which is worth so much more than saying no because, yeah, on that gift voucher. That's
totally.
that's
Yeah,
my view, but
yeah,
you do have
yeah,
to set a boundary with that, and
yeah.
again, that's personal depending on your setup,
Yeah.
isn't it?
I mean, I had one recently and she actually called me and she said, it's a month out of date. And or actually, I think it was a bit longer than that. Like, I think it was about 3 months out of date. And I said to her, look, that's okay. But if you can use it within the next month, and I thought that was pretty fair. And she was really, really, really happy and really chuffed about that. So
Yeah,
yeah,
generally
I just
that's the
think,
rule that we give as well, is a month extension. And if they can't redeem it in that time, then that's kind of too bad. But we
yeah,
almost always offer that.
yeah,
And that's nice, isn't it? Because even if you said a 2 week extension or whatever, and these are the availabilities, you've offered it, and then if they're still not available
yeah,
in that time frame, then it's kind of takes that sort of that you've offered to extend it, and here's the availability, and it's almost like saying,
yeah,
but if you'd have redeemed it earlier, you could have had much more availability
Totally.
to book from, you know.
It's just another way of, safeguarding yourself, like going back to that cancellation policy, like things that are robust, like, it's just that you've given really good customer service, and you're not going to get negative feedback from that, like a bad Google review, because you've really set a clear boundary and you've safeguarded yourself, and you've, as I said, given really good customer service.
So we're all finishing roughly around, that week leading up to Christmas, maybe even 3 or 4 days before, possibly maybe a bit
I'm not.
longer. But go on, Kate. Tell when are you off now? Are you done? Have you signed off for the year?
No, not at all.
Oh, are you doing the opposite? Are you working right up?
Yeah, so because I manage a team, it's quite different that I'm on duty a lot more of the time. So I'm only be sort of having Christmas Day or any of the holiday days as closed as admin, but the rest it's
Okay.
all monitoring, all sort of dealing with bookings still.
So have you got
So,
a lot going on over that sort of? Do people
well, I
still
mean, so
book?
I manage in total about 25 therapists now. So it's a lot
Yeah,
of
That's a
management,
lot.
and most people don't use the online booking system. Most people book manually,
yeah.
in part because the bookings are usually more complicated. They're for two or more people. And not all of our therapists can put their availability online because they're juggling too many things as well.
So you've got
Um,
to email someone and say, "Are you available for this on this day? It's this kind of booking. It's for this long.
yeah,
Here's the sort
so
of."
yeah, there's just a lot of liaising. We have WhatsApp groups for our teams, and then email mostly for the clients and sort of organising the bookings.
So do all your
So
therapists work over that sort of between Christmas and New Year? Are you getting people
it's
coming on
totally up
holiday
to
to the
them.
Cotswolds and wanting to book
Yeah,
themselves in? I get, yeah.
yeah. So it's whatever our therapists want to offer is totally fine. But yes, most of them are taking some time off over Christmas. Most of them have kids and families and things. So again, it's that sort of balance. But then they also want to be bringing some money in over that period
Mm.
as well. So most of our team end up offering some kind of availability, but it's patchier. There's not as much. So we are really sort of encouraging clients to get organised and book ahead of time because there is that limited availability, and we want them to have their Christmas massage, their Christmas treat, their Christmas relaxation, but spots are not going to be as open as they usually are. So that's something that we're doing in our newsletters and comms at the moment, is just encouraging people to get their gift vouchers early and to book early as well.
Mm.
So are then bookings stuff that might be for February and January, but you're still having to reply to all of that over the Christmas period, or are you actually booking people
Some
in?
some of them will be for later on, but most of them will be for, oh, I'm looking for a massage this evening or on
On the,
Thursday or whatever. It's
yeah,
like that
on
sort
it's
of
the 27th of December or
immediate
whatever, and
timeline.
yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
So
so
you
there's
can't just stick an out of office on and just be like, sorry, we're closed
well,
for a week. It's it,
There,
you know,
there is an out of office on, particularly for the holiday days, which will just say we are completely closed on these days because we all want to have that time with our families.
Yeah.
But for all the rest of the days in between, we'll set an out of office saying that our response time might be a bit slower, but we're still we're still there to help get things, because there's too much business to lose
yeah, of
otherwise. We've
course, yeah,
got to stay on it.
yeah.
Yeah.
So it does mean, unfortunately, that time off gets smaller.
Well,
Um,
no rest for you then, Kate. But
well, it's
Me and
one of
Claire will be sat with
I
our
know
Baileys,
how
won't we,
do
Claire?
it's one of the prices to pay for having something bigger than
Yeah,
just yourself
just
as
yourself,
well.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yes. Yeah.
yeah.
So do you find, are you doing a lot less massage and you're doing more management?
I'm pretty much full-time massage and also managing
Full time
regular
Okay.
management.
sisters. Yeah, but I
Okay.
have a virtual assistant now, and she does 3 days a week on the daily sort of bookings and management, which is fantastic.
Yes.
Um,
Brilliant.
yeah, so without that, I would be still sort of drowning and trying to do everything. But no, I'm still very much a full-time therapist, but also running the ship. So It's a
just going
lot.
off topic slightly, but is that like in the future as it gets more advanced that like AI would be able to understand the exact complications of what
I
someone would
mean,
want,
maybe,
and then over the
yeah,
Christmas period, it's almost like that would just do it
yeah,
for you. The
possibly.
robots will work while you
There's a
get
lot of
to
sort of
watch Christmas
intricacies
films.
to the functioning of my businesses, because it's not just in one area. We cover lots of areas,
Yeah.
with lots of therapists in different places that offer different treatments that are available at different times. There's just like a plethora of variables that really need some sort of,
Human brain to
human
sort of,
management. But I'm
yeah.
sure,
Yeah.
yeah, the day that AI can do this, fantastic, because we'll, regain about 20 hours in the week. So
Yeah, I like that. I like though that it proves that a human is needed for
yes,
this kind
Yes.
of
humans are
thing.
Yes,
Even the
needed.
that's
management of it.
reassuring.
Do you
Yeah.
know what I mean? It's like it's
Yeah.
not just as cut and dry as I want to book a massage. Yes, what date would you like? You know what I mean? And then it just does it for you. It's still that personal touch of making
Yes.
it the best experience possible. And
Yeah.
every scenario can be covered and but I'm quite lucky because everything I do, so obviously the stuff on my own, the corporate side of things, all the offices are shut over the festive period pretty much and aren't having their
Nice.
bookings then, so that I don't have to deal with I don't have to be on call on emails for that,
Yeah.
until the first week back in January, pretty much when that all starts back up again. And the work I do with schools, they're all off, obviously, from that sort of back end of, 18th of December or whenever it might be, until the new year as well. So for me, I pick a date and then I get that out of office on. So
Yeah.
I'll
Yeah.
decide how late I want to work up until, and gauge it on if people want to book in. But, you know, the signature picture of me in front of my Christmas tree with a cup of tea and, on Instagram sort of saying, that's it,
Yeah.
folks.
Yeah.
Have a great
Yeah.
Christmas, great New Year. Thanks everyone for a fantastic year.
Yeah.
And then I try and stay off social media over that kind of time as well.
Yes. It's good to have a break, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just a nice sort of mental reset, I think.
Yeah.
And I think
Yeah.
obviously a lot of people listening to this that are just self-employed sole traders that aren't running and managing teams. There'll be a lot that do that as well. But
Yeah.
that is one of the joys of doing this because we work for ourselves and we get to choose our boundaries of when we're
Yeah.
done,
Yeah.
when we want to take that mental load off and put the
Yeah.
laptop down and don't touch it for that week or
Yeah.
2 weeks,
Yeah.
whatever it might be. And it kind of hits home and makes you realize, this is why I do this.
Yeah.
You know, I work for myself because I want, I get to choose how much, when I take that family time off,
Yeah.
when I start back up. But then there's the whole starting again in January, which is the next hurdle because obviously,
Yes.
is that a busy time? Claire, are you busy?
I think again, for me, January's unpredictable. I can be, yeah. I mean, what I try and do in December is book everyone in for January.
Yeah.
So I would say then I have a decent amount of people in January, and then it just, I don't know, I might suddenly get a flurry because I do pregnancy massage, but I'm craniosacral therapist, so I see a lot of babies. So, you know, they will always come in a flurry. So I might, get, some inquiring over the Christmas period, and actually, not obviously on Christmas day, like the holiday days, but I will reply to the odd email over the Christmas period if it's somebody, that's clearly having a tough time. But yeah, I would say, so January for me is one of those ones where it can be super busy. Yeah, just a bit unpredictable.
I often find that I always have a quiet start to January, but I like that. I guess it's
Yeah.
I've got other stuff to be doing, and so I don't mind. It gives me almost obviously if loads of bookings came in, then that's great as well.
Yeah.
But I quite like being forced sometimes to just have that steady start
Yeah.
again.
Mm.
But I feel like you've got a lot of people that maybe have spent all the money over Christmas, so they're a bit.
There's quite a long pay gap, isn't there, for a lot of people, I think, since they're
Yes.
often getting paid early for December.
Yeah,
to help for
yeah,
Christmas, but then there's such a long wait until that payday at the end of January. But
yes,
January
funny,
can be tricky, can't it? January for a lot of
yeah,
therapists.
but oddly, for business for us, it generally isn't a bad month. So I
yeah,
find that the beginning of January in particular, a lot of people have still got time off, and so that's a time that they're filling with some self-care, trying to get their new year off to a good start. New year, new me, all of that.
Yeah.
um
yeah,
and
totally.
so actually I find that January in general is quite a good month for us. But I do know, especially just through like talking to friends and people that I know, that it can be a financial struggle. So if you do end up quiet, it's a good time to either take that sort of, that enforced rest where you just do switch off from work and you take the opportunity to not stress about it and not be proactive in the background. You don't have to. You can just take time
Yeah,
to rest up. Um, or you might want to take the time to, work on the business and do things on the back end that you don't usually do, like website stuff or social media marketing, um, anything around that. Maybe review your prices as it's the new year. Um, so yeah, there are things that you
The
can
dreaded
do.
the dreaded price increase everyone
oh
hates
yeah,
because it's
I
like
know.
everyone's gonna hate me. It's
Yeah,
kind
I
yeah,
of
know
it's.
that anxiety is the
I
worst.
think
I
I've not
know.
put mine up for about 5 years because I was just scared constantly
Yeah.
of
I
just
think
upsetting
I
people.
do mine. I actually have looked back and I generally do mine like every October, like September or October, like almost like the new school year. I find that's quite a nice time to do it, like not January.
Mm.
Yeah, yeah, because
Yeah,
um,
that's
that's
true actually, because
yeah.
there's already financial pressures around January, so maybe that's a
yeah.
better time to do a
I
price
I
did
mean,
mine in
there's
review.
April.
always a bad time. Okay, well, that's
After the
good.
tax year ended, I did, when I'd done my
Well,
tax
yeah,
return and stuff, that's when I really looked at, because that makes things clearer when sometimes you coast throughout the whole year and you don't actually know how much money's come in or how much
yeah,
money's gone out. You're just kind of just getting by, aren't you? Money's coming in, money's coming out. As long as the
yes, yeah,
heating's still working and
yeah,
there's food in the fridge, you kind of just getting on by, aren't you? But when it's on in black and white in front of you, when you've just done your tax return, it was like, you know what?
yeah.
Maybe I should be putting my
Time
prices
to
Yeah,
up
put
a
them
yeah.
bit.
up.
We
Yeah.
need to make more money. Yeah.
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 I also think January is a good time to do a bit of like if you have got a quiet period, a bit of a yearly plan, like, get a like, I don't know, a monthly plan or things that you might want to do in that year,
Yeah.
in the
Well,
coming year. I think it's a good one to take a bit of an audit.
it's always
Mm.
inspiring, isn't it? When you kickstart that new year, you've got that whole new year, new me. If you work for yourself and it's your business, you've got that drive again to sort of be like, right, come on, we're having it this year. That's like
Yeah.
my pep. That's my pep talk to myself. There, like, come on, Chris, we're having it this year. Come on, we
Yeah.
can do it. And yet all these ideas you've had, you're like, I don't know, there's just something fresh, isn't there? You've just got Christmas and New Year out the way.
Yeah.
There's still that
Yeah.
fresh Christmas in the air. It's like
Yes.
it's everything just feels clean and you can breathe.
Yeah.
It's yeah, I'm really selling it here, aren't I?
Well, I
Um,
think like any time off like that is really essential because it does give you the headspace to have that creative thought, to realize where you are
Definitely.
in your life and like what's important to you,
Yeah,
and
and
so it's
reflect like what
yeah.
what actually that wasn't working for me last year. Now you have a bit of space and you're like, actually, 15 minutes between people, that's not enough, or
Yes.
or actually that is enough. And I could, trial a couple of months where I'm let's see if I can shorten the gaps and make more money. It's a good
Mm,
time to reflect, I think.
Also,
yeah.
to if you are having a quiet start post Christmas to the new year, it's any of them little inklings of, oh, I fancy doing some CPD training,
Yeah.
um
Totally. Yeah.
some day courses. It's a good time to plan that kind of stuff and
Yeah.
just get online and look at dates for things, cost it
Yeah,
up,
because often your courses are months away, aren't they? And
yeah,
it's you kind of got to plan in advance to
yeah,
get
and
onto
it's
the
it
courses that you
Totally.
want.
you just use the
And
time
also
wisely.
then, yeah,
Mm,
absolutely. And then, get a newsletter out that says, I've made this great plan for this year. This is what I'm doing. People love to know what you're doing in your business. I'm doing
mm,
a course here. This is my goal for this year. People love that kind of stuff. They really like reading it.
And it's
yeah.
that whole January reset. Like, obviously, you think we're all thinking this. so's your clients. You know, they've
Yeah.
just come through Christmas and New Year, and they're then thinking, right, this is my year. I'm gonna look, you know, I want to be going for more massages. I want to start doing more things for myself and looking after myself more. You know, you've got to jump on that really and let people know,
Yeah.
hiya, I'm here. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
Yeah.
you know,
absolutely.
you know, even myself, I keep saying I need to make sure I book myself in somewhere once a month. You know, I
Yeah.
can afford to. It's just time, you know. Obviously, with 2 kids now, it's like God, does any free time even exist
Yeah.
anymore? But
But maybe like if you flip it, like if you were reminded more, you know, through, you know, I'm just talking about us writing newsletters, social media, you know, you sometimes as the therapist, you think you're like pushing something too much, but actually, I don't think you can ever push it enough. Those reminders, and then people, you know, might read it. I think there's that stat, isn't it? They need to see something like 7 times or something, and then go, do you know what? I'm going to do that today.
yeah,
So
I
I'm
remember
the
you saying
same.
this last time, Claire, and it stuck with me as
probably,
well. Yeah, no, but you did, and I think we were talking before about gift vouchers and newsletters, and you just said, "I'll just, you know, blast it out in every one, and you know, make sure that it's seen." You kind of can't say it enough, and that has stuck with me. So I think it is an important thing that, you know,
top tips.
it's
Yeah.
easy to
Yeah.
forget something. If you see it once, you go, "Oh, that's a good idea,"
Yeah.
and you forget it. But when you see it repeatedly,
Yeah.
it does stick. So it's
Yeah.
worth doing.
Yeah.
And just reminding everyone that, you know, if you're wanting to kickstart your January in a, you know, a healthy way and blah blah blah, however you want to word it, come and, you know, get started now. I mean, it's probably a good time to start
Yeah.
offering things like the monthly plans and stuff like that, you know, where people can book a series of sessions in one go at maybe a slightly discounted rate or however you want to do
Yeah.
it, to get people to be like, yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to do it for 6 months, you know, 6 sessions. It's a great time. Because although people are skint after Christmas, also you get some people that have a bit of money, you know, they might have been given money from parents or whatever. You know,
Yeah.
is that
And
still a
also
thing? Do
people
people still get money
always
for
like,
Christmas?
maybe. But people
£20 in a
always
card.
like, there's a lot of people that really love a saving, even if it's £5 a session. So, you know, it's definitely worth looking into something like that. And I know you do it, don't you, Chris? But the monthly plan, you do that,
Yeah.
don't you?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't get
Yeah. It's
loads
definitely
signed up to
worth.
it, but it does save them for, like, you know,
Yeah.
if they book in every month, they get it for £5 cheaper, and
Yeah.
they pay it monthly as a direct debit, so they've got to book in each month.
Yeah.
So it forces them to make sure they actually book, which is good in a way, because
Yeah.
sometimes you need that
Yeah.
push, don't you, just to get you to do it, basically. Um,
Absolutely.
yeah. So I think, you know, it might be the flip for some people. Some people might be really quiet now up till Christmas, and they might be really busy in January. So if that's the case, now's the time to be doing all this stuff and maybe planning and getting everything in place,
Absolutely.
so you
Yeah.
can have some time off over
Yeah.
Christmas before the
Yeah.
madness starts in January. Um, you know, it's unique to your location, what you offer, you know, where you work from. Everyone's gonna, you know, have these highs and lows in different times throughout the year. So, you know, it's
Yeah.
just about being aware of it and trying to be ahead of it, I suppose. Um, but
Yeah.
for me, I'm, you know, 2 weeks over Christmas. It's a staple, really, for me, that,
Yeah.
you know,
Same.
if I can start back in Jan around like the 10th, 11th, whatever that sort of for that Monday of that second week of Jan is, that's ideal for me, because it gives me that first week of Jan after New Year to sit and catch up on everything. Um,
Yeah.
because I do like to shut off from social media, from
Yeah.
emails. I
Absolutely.
just put the out of office on and let people know that, you know, I'm having some time off over Christmas.
On
Yeah.
that note, Chris, I'm just thinking for people listening, with letting people know that you're not available. We've said like out of office on email. There's also maybe like setting a temporary voicemail over the Christmas period so people know that. Maybe you can change like your
Yeah.
WhatsApp status. If you have a website, you could have a pop-up message on there. Just so that people are aware. Can you guys think of any other places that you can let people know, you know, that you're not not to be disturbed and you're
Yeah.
Yeah,
taking
because
some
Yeah.
time
you don't
off?
want them thinking that you're being rude and ignoring them, and
Yes,
you don't want them
exactly.
thinking
No.
that you've just vanished and that you
Yeah.
and then they'll go to someone else. But I think
Yeah.
once they
Yeah.
realize that you're a human as well and that you know, in this line of work, you know, you're taking time off to spend it with family and recharge and stuff. If anything, it's great because then you're thinking, right, well, when I book in with them when they're back, they're going to be full of energy. I'm going to have the best massage
Ready
I've
to
ever had. Do you know
go.
what I mean?
Yeah.
It's because no one wants to go to a tired therapist, do they? Really? You know,
No,
I know all
definitely
therapists
not.
listening to this are thinking, God, I'm tired 24/7.
Yeah, tired now.
But no one wants to turn up to a therapist that's literally like they've got, you know, their eyes are going and they're just thinking, because the first thing you'd be thinking is, oh God, this is not going to be great. Do you know what I mean? You're going to be
Yeah,
thinking,
yeah,
I'm not going to
Money
get
not well spent.
not going to get
No.
any effort put into this. But
I just thought of just Kate, going back to what you said.
Yes.
Just bash my bauble there. Google, if you've got a Google business page, which you should have, and you can just put a little thing on there that says your times that you're open over the festive
yes,
period.
you can do like an update post,
Yeah.
can't you? Is that what
Yeah.
you mean?
I
Yeah.
think
Yes,
it reminds
yeah,
you as well.
yeah.
I often get a reminder saying like, "Oh, it's bank holiday this weekend. Don't forget to update your
Oh, do
holiday."
you?
Yeah, I don't know where it
Get that.
pops
I
up.
could do with that reminder.
I don't know where
I
it
don't
pops
get
up.
that.
I get it somewhere. I don't know. Maybe unless it's just in my head. It just pops up in my head, and I think it's somewhere on there. But no, I get some kind of reminder that sort of says, "Don't forget to update your
Yeah.
That's a good
holiday,
idea.
festive holidays."
The one thing I was going to say about the out of office, it's quite good if you can do quite a, I don't know, like on my out of office, I will put, I'm closed, blah, blah, blah. If you're, I don't know, if you've got acute back pain, here's the chiropractor down the road. If you are like, here's my 5-minute massage for, calm. It's called like over Christmas. So, there's a
that's
link
a nice
to that.
idea.
So it's like you've got another really good like customer service point.
Yeah, you've not abandoned them completely. There's
Yeah,
something
like you
there
could
that you're
do
still
this,
offering
this,
them.
this. Yeah, you could do this, this, this. Here's my massage. Don't forget to stretch, breathe. See you in January, or but with some,
Yeah, rather than just
just
the
with,
sort of running and
No,
sort
that's a
of
great
saying,
idea.
Good,
Yeah, I
good
love
luck with
that.
the madness. I'm off.
yeah, and a little directory of people that you know in your area that might be open. That's what I usually do.
Yeah, great idea. Love that.
So we've established that me and Claire are going to have lots of nice chill out time over Christmas, and poor Kate's going
No, and
to work right through.
I will be taking
Good.
some
Try
time
not
off,
to do
but
too much.
It is that it is the curse of sort of having a slightly bigger business is that you're the butt ends with you, and people
well, it's
who
people,
still
isn't
want
it? People need
treatments.
managing, and that's a lot of people to manage.
It's a nice situation to be in, though. It shows that you've built something up, and that and eventually you'll be able to pass that mantle on to someone else.
That's the long-term goal, is that I'm trying to build something so that in a few years' time I can take more of a back seat and I can afford to have someone run the ship completely, and I can do what I want to do, which is to be a good therapist, and to through my pen, and
with excitement.
Woohoo! And to take a back seat when I want to as well, and do less of the therapy side too, so I can enjoy some time off.
I think ultimately that's what all therapists want, isn't it? We all want to just be 100% involved in the there and then doing the session. But there is a lot of juggling to do.
Business admin.
And there's a lot going on in your head whilst that's going on a lot of the time, and and it's just the juggle, isn't it? But we get there, we pull through.
I think we've covered lots today, haven't we?
I know.
We're all here for each other, aren't we? We're all here for but I'm hoping that anyone listening, this has helped either anyone that was thinking, oh, should I take that time off, should I not, or what should I do? But I hopefully it is sort of helped give some advice and be like, oh well, they do this, maybe I'll try that. And if anyone listening has got any better ideas for us that can make us all have a nicer Christmas, please do let us know, because I'm all for it. I'm all for trying to chill out as much as possible over this time of year.
That's the message. Everyone
Christmas,
chill.
Christmas films, cups of tea, and a blanket, it would do me nicely, to be
Oh
honest.
yeah. What's everyone's favourite Christmas film, by the way? Quick round.
Right, I'm going to be controversial, and I'm
Go
going
on.
to just
Don't
go
say
straight
Die
on.
Hard.
Yes, I was going to
Is
say
it?
It's a good one.
Come on, it is a
I knew
Christmas
it.
movie.
I knew
It is a good one. I mean, I've got to go Home Alone, I'm afraid. It's just classic.
It is classic. I do love Home Alone.
Yeah.
I think mine is The Holiday. I just
Oh,
love a bit of Jude
love
Law
it.
and Jack Black.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah.
But yeah, if watchers get a load of comments from this episode now,
Yes,
from
a load
people
of
saying
hate.
Die Hard is not a Christmas film,
Well, it is.
or strongly agreeing with me, please do comment and let us know.
I approve.
That is the real talking point of today.
Yeah.
I believe.
Holiday for the win. Vote Holiday.
I think we've just hit that now. We've just hit the key. The key topic
talking
of
point.
today's Christmas episode is Die Hard a Christmas film? Yes, it is. So on that note, I'm gonna wish you all a Merry Christmas and a
Yeah.
Happy New Year, and here's to a prosperous 2026.
Yay.
Yes.
Happy Christmas.
Bye.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Bye.
The Massage and Physical Therapists podcast is brought to you by Massage Warehouse, your one-stop shop for quality massage supplies. Massage Warehouse was founded by therapists for therapists over 20 years ago. We put people before profit and only sell quality massage supplies we use ourselves. I'm not going to try selling you anything here, but I would like to tell you we are the only retailer who gives back to the therapist community. We host a private community group of over 4,700 therapists where they have great discussions every day. We sponsor massage events around the country, publish a weekly newsletter with up-to-date industry news, and of course, we host and produce this fantastic podcast along with our amazing host Chris and his co-hosts Claire, Kate, Anna Maria, Amy, and renowned guests. Creating this podcast takes a great deal of dedication and effort. With growing competition from soulless overseas Amazon sellers and non-specialist retailers, your support means more than ever. We'd be incredibly grateful if you keep Massage Warehouse in mind when you next need a massage table, oils, or any other supplies. Every purchase you make helps us give back to the therapist community through education, events, support, and this very podcast. And hey, if you know other therapists who might not have heard of us yet, we'd really appreciate you spreading the word. Your support means everything. We truly couldn't do this without you. So thank you. Until next time.